You see that shit that happened at 2XKO? Now that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
You gonna let me know when you start stream?
I'm starting stream.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But anyway.
Crap.
You see that shit that happened at 2XKO? Now that's funny. It's not funny that people lost their jobs. But... well, it's not really a but, I guess. The Final Fantasy XIV version of Eternal Wind is really good. It seems like Eternal Wind's one of those songs that's like hard to make bad. It's a just a really, really well-made song that even in the worst official remix, it still ends up very good. 2XKO is a League of Legends 2v2 fighting game. And earlier today, they announced that the game has not been doing very well, and they announced that they cut the development team, like, in half. It's a whole thing. I'm not a person to, like, I'm not a good person to come to for full, like, actual information on it. If you just kind of Google what's going on with the game, you'll learn some stuff. Okay, so what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Yeah, it's been a good day so far. Hopefully it continues. Hopefully everybody else is having a decent day. Yes, Google. Goog. Okay, I'm supposed to be here because Sid is talking about his wife. Yeah, his wife is in Canaan. Yeah, quest. Taka, the blacksmith of Kazas, and that's where we are right now, so I gotta find Taka. Hello. I found a bunch of various secrets. Oh, he does live in this house. Didn't I come in here? Did I not come in here? Is this the guy? I swear I talked to this guy. Did I just walk into this house and not do anything? No, whatever. Anyway, I found a bunch of secret stuff, yeah. Alright, cool. That was a Pokemon cry. It kind of was. If I had a nickel for every big budget, all-in, free-to-play fighting game built entirely around Double the Tide in the past 15 months. Yeah, I got the double mithril swords in the mines. Oh, here we go. Yay! It's like a joke. Like, oh, here's a airship in the first hour. Broke it. Yeah, at least Multiverses, shitty as it was, at least it knew what it wanted to be, which is just like a shitty Smash clone. 2XKO, I mean, it's not dead, like, it's still going to be supported for the foreseeable future, but the developers, even up to after the game released, still have no idea what kind of game it is. Or what kind of game it wants to be, and it's been in development for 10 fucking years. Arg ass. Did you 9/11 that rock? Yeah, I 9/11 the rock and the airship at the same time. This game actually came out on September 11th, not 2001, but... Well, yeah, you didn't hear it from me. Well, what did you say? Magic potion, okay. Oh, this is the... I don't think you're allowed to say that word anymore. Multiverses had an Icarus moment. 2XKO feels like death by committee. I don't know. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I don't know if it's death by committee or what the fuck happened. I would love to have like a Matt McMuscles style, like behind the scenes of the past 10 years of that game. Because it's just like, it's too confusing for words. Yeah, Rain Dog. It's not only that they have Rain Dog as their OC, but it's also that they, for some reason, had all of the characters. Well, I think Waidu had it made, like, his video on Multiverses went into it better, but like, there's a bunch of characters in the story mode reference Rain Dog, and like, there's stage elements that turn people into a shitty version of Rain Dog. Like, I don't know what's up with that. At least it wasn't Duke Nukem Forever. That is a low bar to clear, but yes, at least it wasn't that. Why are you white? You can't just ask somebody that. Half of LeBron James' voice lines are asking other characters about Morty. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I got the Cure spell. I think my only black spell is Fire right now. Just make sure. Oh no, I have Fire, Ice, and Sleep, okay. Are these level 2 spells? Does it tell me? It doesn't even tell me what level they are. At least Final Fantasy 1 did that. I did not see anything about the Super Bowl. I should have watched the Puppy Bowl, but I was too busy playing video games. DNF is at least interesting because of all the leaked prototypes. I actually didn't know that that game had leaked prototypes. DNF Duel is just like a straight-up meme game, and I always forget that it exists. It's Jam's go-to example for modern anime fighters where, well, the way that Jam always says it is like, every hit is like, doof, doosh, and then like a combo takes, like 90 seconds because every hit has to take 5 seconds to resolve. I meant Duke Nukem. Oh, okay. Duke Nukem was interesting because all leaked prototypes. I actually didn't know there were leaked prototypes of that game either, but that's interesting. Yeah, I assume this is... yeah, it's level 2. Going to the doctor to get my Gort checked out. Is that a euphemism for something? 2XKO is free to play, yes, with, $100 costumes. You know. That's so nice of them. Time to kick, gum, and chew ass. I love Dick Kickem. I'm gourding my cunch. Don't say that. At least don't say it like that. Oh, unique character sprite. You must be important.
That is her.
Southern Mountain. Got it. Serena. That's an interesting name. Luck Mallet. Is that the thing that turns you mini? Or does and undoes mini? Oh, wait a second. Let me gotta move something. Okay, there we go. Get out of the damn way. I'm trying to steal your shit. Oh, there's not even anything there. There's gotta be a hidden passage. Yup. I've heard, many people have told me about the fact that this game fucking loves secret passages. Like, 2 had them. I don't think they existed in 1. 2 had some in various places, but 3 apparently loves them, and I can see that, because there's been more secret passages in the first hour of this game in the entirety of Final Fantasy II, at least as far as I can remember. DFO Duel's hilarious because it's the only time DFO has been thought of in over a decade. Isn't that game, what is it called, Dungeon Fighter? Isn't that game, like, incredibly popular in Korea? The games that are and are not popular in, like, Korea and China kind of confuse me, but, you know, I'm not Korean, so what do I know? The answer is nothing. Are you gonna add to the thumbnail for 4? That's a good question. I haven't really thought that far ahead. We'll say... oh yeah, I'll have to think about it. Probably Tella. He used to play Dungeon Fighter Online. It's big in Korea, yeah. Is this where I'm supposed to use the elixir on her? I only knew that because of the, like, 5 things I know about the game. I don't even know what that did. This game also apparently loves secret buttons. I'm gonna be playing the Naming Way version of 4, where it makes the translation, or has a different translation, has some bug fixes, and makes the game basically just like the original Japanese before it was made easier. Alright, free blind. Good thing I didn't buy that. It undoes the difficulty changes and gives everyone their abilities back. There's also some, like, buffs to certain things, which I wish weren't there, but it's probably not going to impact things too much. Excited for you to play Fire Emblem 1. You know, I wish that... I say this a lot, but I wish that Nintendo would put that official translation of Fire Emblem 1 back to being viable. I really regret not picking it up when I had the chance. Secret passages in secret passages, give me a break. It's fun, but it commits every Korean jank MMO sin possible with dozens and dozens of systems. That game has got, if a DNF Duel has told me anything, it's got very nice character designs. What? Oh, right. Whoa. Is he just gonna jump out of bounds? Okay. Thanks, Sid. The translation was well done. That's good to hear, considering Fire Emblem's, at the time, notoriety for poor translations in the 3DS era. That's good to hear that it's a good translation. Whoa, that's so fast. I love the FE1 fan translation where Medius's name is spelled like everyone's saying his name with a lisp. Was his name like Mediuth? Like instead of an S, it's a TH? That's interesting. Interesting way to do it. Okay, so I did all that shit. Am I supposed to go south to find Desh? Whatever his name is. I think I talked to everybody. Oh yeah, just a mountain right here. I guess that makes sense. Here we go. Whoa. It looks like a Link's Awakening boss. Alright. Oh hey, Rook. You're like an endgame enemy in a 5. Shadows of Valentia was the best in a long time. Have you, or was that, that was the remake of 2, right? On 3DS. I think I talked about that briefly with Naomi. I think I checked it out from the library, my library once. I didn't get a lot out of it. It was fine, but this was after I kind of realized I didn't like Awakening that much, so I don't know, I didn't get a lot out of it. Damn, these birds are beefy. If the 3-party is beating up 5 endgame enemies this early, does that mean the 3-party scales higher? Well, they don't really look like the 5 Rook, so I'm not really sure how to take that. I'm not really sure what that means. I play real strategy games like Advance Wars. Every time I think about playing Advance Wars, I look at the systems and I'm like, this probably isn't very complicated because it's a Nintendo RPG, but I'm like, I'm still intimidated anyway. Jeez, I'm getting my ass beat by this enemy. Am I supposed to be, like, grinding again? It's like, Final Fantasy 1 seemed like it wanted you to grind a lot at the beginning, and 2 I, like, never had to grind, even though I did. Oh, potions. Thank God the game lets you... Wait, where did I get this cure? Did I just get that? Whatever. Yeah, potions actually heal for a good amount in this game, not 30 or 40. Advance Wars is an RPG. It's like a Fire Emblem type game, I think. I'm grinding a little for this, but it's not necessary. Oh god, birds. It's something with birds, isn't it? Birds all the way up to Bahamut. Bird up. Do you have the bow on? Yeah, you do. Have some arrows, I guess. Alright. They stone you. The guy did say use arrow, though was there, I didn't grab it, because I didn't see it. Was there an arrow spell I should have grabbed somewhere? Yeah, bird enemies love petrifying you in these games. I don't know why, like, Cockatrice, I get it, but it's like anything that's not even remotely looks like a bird just has the ability to petrify you. Is that a chest here? Oh, is it that chest up there? The numbers flashing is indicating who is attacking the enemy. So, like, if a 1 flashing means the fighter is attacking it, and then if I target this guy, the white mage is attacking it, so there's a 2 up there, and so on. Birds make heroes hard. Maybe some of you... Okay, there you go. Maybe some of you guys... I'm gonna assume no, but does pure work to cure the petrify? I'm going to try it. I don't care if you guys tell me yes or no. Yeah, no. Not surprising. I like the double miss. Like, not only does the game say miss in the little dialogue box, there's also a miss on top of your character. Funny. Fighter played Breath of the Wild and got a 2 attached to Cass. Man, Petrify in the first real dungeon, no, second real dungeon? Whatever, just third dungeon, considering the game starts in a dungeon. That's brutal. I don't have to worry about, ineffective shit, so I don't know why I'm deliberately targeting other monsters. I'm just too used to it at this point. After 2 whole games of it, it's like, ugh. Gold Needle is the Petrify cure in other games. They just call it a soft and free. I don't know, when did they start calling them Gold Needles instead of softs? Because they only called them softs because of they were only calling them softs because of you know, character limitations. That's it. I don't know if 6 still called them that, or if they started doing the Gold Needle thing in 7. Oh, there you go. Another soft. It's 50-50 on whether it's soft or Gold Needle when it comes to old translations. Oh god. Man, I really wish I had Thieves. I don't want to try running, because I don't want to have the defenseless thing happen to me. I get fucking wiped. No thank you. What does a soft look like? Well, if we're going based on the name Soft and not off the name Gold Needle, then I'm going to say it's like a marshmallow. You just push it into the petrified party member and magic happens. I'm not gonna go into detail about it. I'm not the one who made the game. A slimy substance. That's also a safe bet, yeah. Green mountains. Like a gel, yeah. You know the gel items in the Tales of series? It's like that. Antidepressant. Reverse Viagra. I guess that would make, yeah, antidepressant, maybe. Or maybe it's just a depressant. It just makes you sad. Can't even properly use Thief when you first unlock him. Well, even still, the flee command will be greatly appreciated. You know me, I love... there you go. I love being able to run away from encounters. The more I replay the Deltarune chapters, the more I'm like, god damn, it's really annoying that I can't run away. Like, if an enemy in these tiny-ass hallways, I have to fight every single enemy I come across. Some shit, man. Which Final Fantasy III job is most addicted to stimulants? I don't think the chemist is in this game, so man, so many birds. So I'm gonna say the Viking. Please don't use Scholar. I know Scholar is used for the Hein boss fight and nothing else. Firefly. Is that supposed to be... Is that like a... That's supposed to be Firefly, and it's like... You know, use fire on me, so maybe not. It fires me and fries me. I always wonder why Deltarune doesn't have a run button. Yeah, me neither. I think Toby Fox has kind of talked about the design struggles of like going from chapters 1 to 2, like having Susie and what's his name, Ralsei actually do stuff. And the solution to that was just to give them their own mini versions of Axe, which it has its own problems because like the way that the system is introduced in Chapter 2, it's like, oh, they have their own axe, like, that can do stuff, that's cool. But what the system actually is just... It increases an enemy's mercy bar by, like, 10 to 25%. Like, that's not... Like, I guess, yeah, you made the characters do something, but not in a particularly interesting way. Crashman says hi again, yep. Interaction bait. Well, at least you didn't call it interaction slop, so thank you for that. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be using arrow in the flyers. Sorry, I know I got it and then I immediately forgot I had it, my bad. Turn-based stuff has never been really that good. Yeah, the UI is good. I don't know, but playing Deltarune, it's definitely gonna be one of those games for me. It's like a game that I like it for reasons that aren't the gameplay. Like, the story is quite good so far, very engaging. But as far as other stuff goes, I don't know, man. Okay, then. Get owned. Deltarune is not done. It's, Chapter 5 out of 7 is coming up sometime this year. We're not sure when, though. Arrow is wind and ice? That's odd. Giving me a bunch of softs. Alright, I see where you're at. I'm kind of surprised more people haven't iterated on the idea of a turn-based JRPG where the combat is a different genre. Yeah. Well, it's a I mean, turn-based RPGs... I'm not gonna say turn-based RPGs are easy to make, but considering how many of them there are, they can't be the most complicated. Okay, save point in the middle of the dungeon. Why doesn't the Crystal Tower do that? But I can see how it would be... Oh, okay. I can see how it would be difficult to do it properly. Like, it's a big gamble. It would be cool, it's like, oh, playing a turn-based RPG, suddenly it's a rhythm game, but yeah, it would be difficult. Oh, hey, it's the Final Fantasy I warrior. I'm Gort, double spaces. Sweet pose. The leg up is a little goofy, though. What happens if you hack the game to beat Bahamut? Is it like when you hack the game to beat the 4 Death Riders at the beginning of 2 and the game just continues as normal? Or does the game, like, crash? Oh, hey, Mini. I guess we're getting to the mini dungeon. Bahamut's doing my sleeping position. Same. Same shit happens. Alright, that's not interesting, but whatever. Not super surprising. Alright, I guess we're just calling them that. Free heal, though, that's nice. Dash straight up and dashing it. Why does my inventory keep reorganizing itself? I keep putting the potions here. Okay, I'm confused as to what's happening there. Whatever. Oh, the, I suppose, Desh. Why is he green here, but he's red in the overworld? I guess the healing water doesn't restore my MP charges, that's kind of annoying. Or is it all three? Like, one is revives you, one's for HP, one's for MP. Oh, there you go. Werewolf. Guess I should have been buying more magic. I didn't realize, or I forgot, that the mini dungeon was pretty early. In GBA 2, if you beat the first battle, the game goes back to the title screen. Oh, that's funny. No fair cheating. I earned a title in WoW, and my character's called Smelly Splooch Goosh. That's gross. The Black Mage has a gat. Wait, what? Okay, so I'm supposed to be all mini. Okay, yeah, we have to mini everybody. Alright then. Put everybody in the back. Gat and the lit. That's funny that if you if you mini the whole party, your follower becomes mini too. It's a nice little detail. I probably should have minied when I was closer to the forest. Where is this forest? There we go. If that's good, I get more evasion as mini. I kind of figured that I would, considering in 5 your evasion is doubled when you're mini, but yeah, I don't know how these games work. What the fuck is this music? I did beat Final Fantasy II. I beat its ass. I accidentally metagamed the shit out of it in one-handedly. So good luck with, depression. I don't know. That's not a very, like, helpful thing to say, I guess, but thanks for lurking, at least. I've beaten 3DS twice, and I played 40% of this version. I wonder if the fairies are cute. Same. The mini guy is the text box. have to use a spell to see the world map in this game? That seems a bit odd. Hot take with FF2 greater than FF3. I think that might not be as much of a hot take as you'd expect. People seem to really not like 3. Your map is a spell. That's pretty lame. I guess that's... Every Final Fantasy's gotta have one downgrade going from one to the other. With 2 was the inventory system, and I guess in this game, your map is now a spell. I hate a moldy taco. Can't relate. Revisionist history. Suddenly everyone likes Final Fantasy 2. Faked fans. Oh yeah, pressing A just unequips shit immediately. Alright, here we go. Oh great, the music keeps playing in the dungeon. That's a good sprite right there. Don't really want to use arrow. I have to save all my MP for the boss, right? But I know that mini characters can't do shit when they're mini. Yeah, I think I should run away. There isn't the boss here? I thought the boss was like the boss of this place was the what's it called? Oh, it's not until the next dungeon. Okay, I thought the boss of this place was the rat. Well, still, I don't have that many spells. I feel like I should run away from everything until I get out of here. If I had a whole party of mages, that'd be one thing, but I've only got 2 of them, and if I run out of magic, then I'm just Omega fucked. So I'll just run away for now. Ugh. Whoa! Now that's a sprite. That is a good sprite. Is that thing on the right its nose or its other horn? I think it's its nose. Like a nose horn, because it's covering up the other eye. The rat from Earthbound. What's up? Scream-ass enemy. Get me out of here. Greasy, you smell. Oh my god, this encounter rate. What, did I go into the Final Fantasy II dungeon? The encounter rate is ridiculous. You could use the dark face sprite in the same context as the hog brain explosion. Holy shit, true. You have the opportunity to get magic in the next town, you can switch to all mages there. Or make them potions famers. Being mini makes the turns take just a little bit longer. And I don't appreciate that. Every time you think about the counter rages from Crystal Tower will be worse. Yeah, believe me, I'm gonna be doing a lot of grinding when I get to the Crystal Tower. Off screen, not on screen. Can you guys run from these fucking leprechauns? There's only 2 of them. You were able to escape from like 6 of them earlier, just fine. God damn it. Yeah, the Crystal Tower is definitely the most infamous thing about this game. No, will you fucking leave me alone? Is by far the most infamous thing about 3. I know that the Crystal Tower... Okay, I've asked this before, but I forget the answers. I know, like, Pixel Remaster obviously just has autosave and quick save, so it's not nearly as bad. But did Did it improve the Crystal Tower in any other way? Okay, wait, this is like a regular door, so I can unmini myself, right, I think. Alright. DS, that's suspend save. I don't really count quick saving. Basically the same, and mobs are also just as annoying. The dash window, yeah. For some reason he's green down there. I like his hair. His like triangle face, but I don't know. Okay, magic. Let's buy some fires. Some ices. Buy some potions too. Clean his poop like a Tamagotchi. That sounds like the worst rap lyric of all time. Hello. Don't. Where are you going? Stop leaving. The fuck? Oh, I can't go in there. I was gonna go check the pots. NCP pants ass bar. What a reference. I'm trying to think of like a shitty enough rap lyric that could involve the words. What? Bush like a George. Clean his poop like a Tamagotchi. I don't know, there's something. No version lets you heal the Dark Crystals aside from Pix Remaster. Really? The original games don't let you heal with the Dark Crystals? I thought that was the whole thing. I guess I'm misremembering misremembering. I don't know, I thought I remembered Seer mentioning that in his video of this game, but I'm probably just misremembering. Oh, free stuff. Give me the free stuff. Where's the five thief? Let's find passages when you need it. Picked up Cult of the Lamb again, so far it's pretty goob, despite the combat controls being ass. Hi, Ice too, nice. And fire, wow, just a full set of aura magic, that's pretty fucking good. You'd think they would, considering the light crystals do heal you. Unfortunate. I played the demo of Cult of the Lamb, because it had, well, it wasn't a demo, I think it was like on Switch, it was just, you just had a week to play it for free. I played it for about an hour, and bounced off of it super hard. I'm not even sure if I disliked the game on, like, just as it was, or if I just was so... I'm still burnt out from Binding of Isaac, so it's like any game that's even remotely similar to it in any way, I'm probably just gonna bounce off super hard. Oh, wait, what? Okay. I get to be able to Leviathan 2 hours into the game? Nice. Binding of Isaac's the lover that ruins you for the rest of your life. I don't even... Like, the game is way too bloated. I don't even think I like the game anymore. I've said this many times, but I maintain that Whoa. I maintain that the best version of Binding of Isaac was Original Rebirth. I'm gonna beat his ass. Yeah, I think I can take this guy. Oh, he's not weak to thunder. That's surprising. Just keep getting him. Just keep casting magic on him. Oh yeah, Mugenics. I do want to try Mugenics, just because it's like... It's like the indie version of... Not really Duke Nukem Forever, but because apparently according to reviews it's quite good, but it's just been so long, you know? It's like... I just gotta play it. I want to find out if it's been worth the wait. It's the nepotism dragon. His dad owns the ocean. Now I really want to beat his ass. Also, I like the little animation around the characters when they're casting spells. It's nice to see the evolution of that throughout the games, whereas, like, originally there was just nothing, and now we've gotten to where there's, like, little stars flying around the character. And then we eventually get to the SNES games where the effects are improved even more. Arrow's damage variance is quite high. I'm lasting a lot longer against an enemy that I assumed I was supposed to get destroyed by immediately. I'm not sure if Mugenics is being published by Nicalis. I think it's developed by Edmund McMillan and... What's the other guy's name? I feel bad for not remembering. But yeah, I don't know if it's being published by Nicalis. Oh, he's got 1 HP. 1 HP and a prayer. He can do it. Oh! What a pro. Damn. I probably got pretty close. Edmund and Tyler, yeah, that was his name. I should have known that. Oops, I think I tried to run away. Anyway, going back to what I was saying earlier. Cult of the Lamb, yeah, I just bounced off of. I doubt it's bad, because considering how many people are still singing its praises. Plus, didn't it get a new, like, DLC or something recently? Or there's, like, a new DLC coming out, but at least for me, I can't play it. Why do the Berserkers look like the Hotline Miami guy? They kinda do. Alright, so here's what we gotta be the wizards. Right. That's annoying. Oh yeah, I didn't buy... Well, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about equipment. Oh man. The weapon doesn't even matter. It is weird that ninja is like the ultimate physical job. I mean, the games up to this point have had, it's like the two best weapons are usually the Excalibur and the Masamune. So it's like a knight sword and a ninja slash samurai sword. But yeah, in this game specifically, it's like, oh, here's the ultimate melee job. The ninja. Like, I don't know. It's weird. I'm not sure what else they could have done, but it is odd. What am I doing? I'm trying to, I gotta cast Mini. That's what I'm doing. And save again. There we go. The Sage I can understand, but yeah, the Ninja, I don't know. I will say, even like everybody fits on the Mini and Toad dungeons, but conceptually, you gotta admit this is cool. Like places that you can only like turning a status effect into an actual a tool used for exploration. I see the vision. I think it makes sense why they decided to do a dungeon like this. Obviously, it's annoying, but considering this is the game that introduced the job system, changeable job system, I think it all makes sense, even if it's dumb. I have no MP. Oops, I didn't think about that. Hold on a second. Let me restart. Yep, mash A to this intro for some reason. Hold on a second. I didn't think this through. But yeah, the whole system does suck on replays when you know it's like, oh, time to turn fun mode off and I have to play the game as a bunch of mini mages for a whole dungeon. And it's not even like an interesting experience because all you're doing is just throwing around fire and ice spells. Protect is protect and shell in this game for some reason. That's interesting. Protect is busted in 3. I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm sure if you hadn't mentioned that, I probably would have gotten to Protect and been like, oh yeah, we haven't seen Protect up until now. Why is Protect a level 5 spell? Yeah, the jobs are a key and lock kind of design. It's like Zelda exploration, but in normal RPG exploration. Yeah, that's also a good way to put it. It's like they wanted to combine Zelda with an turn-based RPG. Whether they succeeded or failed is entirely up to you, but I don't hate the idea. The mini-mage from Forest of Moor. I'm a huge fan of your work. I gave Knight some white spell slots in DS, so that's cool. Oh yeah, in the last stream I asked... the only thing that matters for... Wait, how do I ask this question succinctly? There's no need to min-max your stats when you level up as jobs, right? The only thing that is affected when you level up when going from job to job is your HP. So like the two guys that were melee units aren't suddenly going to be shitty mages because they've been melee guys up until now. Hi Nayumi. Happy birthday. The hell is this Pokemon? Didn't I? Oh yeah, I restarted. I was like, did I just get that sword again? But no, I didn't. I restarted to leave the dungeon. You only gain HP from higher vitality jobs, so it should be more than enough for your at least level 45, okay. I mean, I'm not even gonna worry about it, like, I'm not going to be, like, trying to min-max my HP anyway, I am just curious. Like, if this, even if the answer was different, it's not gonna change how I play the game. For Nayumi's solo the Crystal Tower. No, that was short. Talking rat. Big rat. Man, characters change. colors constantly in this game. It's a bit odd. Alright, blast his ass. And I think this is pretty funny too. Like this is literally just a rat, but because you're tiny, it can fuck you up. I like that. I think that's cute. It's like it reminds me of the sewer dungeon in Symphonia where you can fight like random rats as the encounters, but if you use the sorcerer's ring to turn tiny, then they become giant rats that are doing like kung fu moves on you. It's a nice, it's just funny. Why is it purple? I have no idea. It was red in the overworld. Okay, this thing is apparently resistant to ice. Or not? I guess damage variance with spells is just all over the place. This game really is like Final Fantasy 1, 2. Ouch. Oh, okay. That hurts. Oops, not run. Why can the rat cast spells? It's purple for a special reason. It's diseased. I am resistant to ice. I definitely am not. I'm resistant to fire. But I'm weak to ice. If I was a Disgaea character, I would be like plus 50% fire, neutral wind, and minus 50% ice. The average size rat that looks giant because we're mini. Naomi, you stay away from me with your cold-ass hands. And yeah, I probably should have split up the 3 aura spells between everybody, but oh well. Too late now. Yeah, the one with all the spells died. That's funny. But it's okay. The experience is desynced. That just makes it more interesting. Honestly, if anyone deserves to be at a lower level, it's probably Gunch, just for having that name. Please stop burning me to death. Thank you. But yeah, I'm not playing the Pixel Remaster or updated versions of these games because I'm getting footage for a video I want to make eventually. I do plan on making a video about my experience with Final Fantasies 1 through 3, but that's not the video that I want to make. The more I play these games, the more I'm like, damn, I actually have stuff to talk about with these games. Probably not too much that hasn't already been said by the millions of JRPG YouTubers or like Nintendo tubers or whatever, but I've got stuff to say, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to use the Phoenix Downs because I know, like, the thing about this game that I know is that for some reason they're not buyable and no enemy drops them. So there's like 20 in the game or something. There's a very small, finite amount, so I'm a bit paranoid. This dungeon is a lot smaller than I figured. Like, every dungeon is, like, 3 rooms so far, which is really weird, because 1 and 2's dungeons weren't short, but they weren't super long, either. And then it's like this game, the dungeons up to now have been like 5 rooms max, and then you get to the Crystal fucking Tower. Phoenix Downs and elixirs are finite. Well, like, elixirs drop from enemies rarely, right? Because I remember Seer farming for them a lot in his run. His challenge runs. His challenge run, singular. Maybe I'm misremembering. Crystal Tower floors are pretty small. That's good to know, I guess. Can I also just say that I am looking forward... I think I've said this in the past couple streams. I really need to stop saying that because I say that exact turn of phrase so much. I'm looking forward to 4, not because I'm, like, thinking I'm gonna hate this game, but just, like... 4 is, like, is where the games start getting to be, like, real games. Not that this isn't a real game, but you know what I mean? Like... The NES games are old to the point of feeling like you have to work around the jank. But 4, I was playing a little bit of the Naming Way edition just to make sure it worked, and I was like, holy shit, even this game, it's like as soon as you leave the NES, it feels so much better to play. I have to use the eye from the inventory. Yeah, there it is. Or he pulls the rug out from the end. At the end. I don't hate it, Naomi. Cool, thanks. Three has the most lenient dungeon design until the final dungeon. That is, honestly, that's kind of relieving to hear. The encounter rate is not nearly as bad, generally, as, like, 1 and 2 have been up to this point, equivalent. And if the dungeons aren't that bad until the Crystal Tower, that's nice to hear. Alright. 4 stories quite shit. I don't know if I call it shit, but it is, well, it's got things about it. 4 is... I feel like there's probably, like, interviews about this, but I feel like 4 was a game that was written as it was going. And they kept having to rely on... like, you know the thing that people do? Aaron and Dan did this a lot in Game Grumps, where there's a thing of, like, you just write a story one word at a time. If that's what 4's story kind of feels like. But except, well, it wasn't literally one word at a time, but it's like one sentence at a time. And one guy in the circle just kept saying, and then this guy dies, and then the rest of the guy, and then everyone else in the circle will be like, ugh. You hate everything? I don't know why you say you're not hating. I'm not hating, yet. Who knows what's gonna happen later. I mean, I already know the dumb shit in this game, so I can't really be surprised. I already know about some of the dumb bosses. I already know about the the Crystal Tower. There's like 2 slogs total in this game, both at the end of the game. Final Fantasy developed either more towards gameplay or more towards story, with every other game being an evolution of the previous until both philosophies merged with 6. Derek, when a game isn't Final Fantasy V or Stranger of Paradise. Oh, god damn it. I guess I have to use the Phoenix down. I kind of forgot that I was playing an NES game. Streamer despises Final Fantasy III. You know what? You're goddamn right. I'm over it. Give me a second while I change everybody back to their correct jobs. Changing to monk is 0. That's nice. I thought it would just be... because, like, it's more points to change to a job that doesn't fit the one that you're currently on. And so it was a lot to change to the magic jobs, but changing back from them was not. Which is very interesting. Alright, Carapace, I assume, is a armor for not me. Okay, no, yeah, I guess it's a mage armor. The carapace is. Or not. Okay, a black mage armor. Alright, maybe it's just for a job I don't have yet. Oh, red mage. More red mage shit. Too bad it's the only job I'm not using. How about the serpent sword? That's usable at least. Cool. I guess I can equip... I could try equipping the carapace. Okay, wait a minute, check my defense. 10. Carapace. 11. Ooh. Now I'm in it. It's just for fighter. Okay, well, never mind then. The fighter gets all the cool stuff, no matter what the Final Fantasy is. Did I just save? I'm saving again. You get to see that mentality live. Anyway, sorry I wasn't reading the chat at all. Oh, you can land anywhere with the ship. That's a nice change of pace. Okay. I'm literally the third like, and we have 50 people. Yeah, can anybody... If those other 2 people that liked it, could you unlike it? Can you, dislike the stream, actually? This is a real request. King Arg ass. Oh no. Finally, I get some hidden shit in the fireplace. I've been checking every fireplace up to now for this exact reason. Oops, what was that? Or did I just pick up 3 part? That's an interesting phrase for it. It's pretty good attack increase. King fuck ass. I like King fuck ass. You can clip me on that. Are pure evil villains more fun than villains with motives? I think it depends on the game. Or it depends on the story, not necessarily just the game. The game of the stream is Stranger Paradise, by the way. Is it? I thought you were just fucking with me, but oh no, you're right. Sorry, Naomi, you lie to me all the time. I never know when you're telling the truth. But thank you for telling me. Check if barehanded does more damage. Would I be able to find out just by unequipping them? Attack 57. No, yeah, it is not. I might be slightly underleveled. Maybe they are supposed to be, maybe my fists are supposed to be stronger at this point. I never lie. That's you. Are you sure? My motive is I'm evil. Okay. You know, same. Alright. My only lie is that we're a divorced couple. That's not your only lie. Don't lie. Anyway, as for the villain question, I think I personally prefer when there's motives, but it can be, you know, again, it depends on the story. I think it can be pretty satisfying to beat the shit out of a villain who's just evil for the sake of it. But if you have a game like Tales of Arise, where the villain is just evil and he just comes back at the end because he's the only villain we've established up to now, then it's like, okay, well, you just didn't know what kind of game you were writing, but no, that's not exactly... Not every game that has an evil villain for the sake of it writes like that. Look at these fucking things. The hell? What are they called? Hermit. Yeah, okay, sure. Motive, I'm a splinter, I'm gonna end the world. Well, Gilgamesh is, like, interesting in that he's not, like, he's an evil villain, obviously, but his motive is that he's not really he's not just an evil guy. He is the consequences of stuffing a bunch of evil spirits into a tree. It's basically the equivalent of out of sight, out of mind. Except the out of sight thing was a bunch of evil spirits that are trying to end the world with the void. Whoa. X-Death, you did not play Final Fantasy V. As he, Naomi knows what's up. Okay, just a Yume Nikki thing flying around. What if Spiritomb was the villain for 3 years in the anime? Gilgamesh is more of a rival to it than an actual villain. Yeah. He is villainous in the sense that he, is, like... He works for X-Death, so, you know, he probably killed some people. But I think his sense of something, I don't even know if it's a sense of justice, but sense of something makes him much more endearing at the end. Especially when he... well, Nayumi's here, I don't want to spoil it. Self-employed Gilgamesh. Sense of getting cool-looking swords, yeah. That's what he was in for the whole time, anyway. That's all that really matters. To 3's credit, it did combine the storytelling structure of Final Fantasy I with the consequence-based storytelling of 2, where possible. Yeah, I think Final Fantasy II kind of... Like, people mention the fact that 2's story has... Well, first of all, it has a story at all, and, like, people die, but... Like, so many people die, and very few of them are actually interesting characters that people kind of conflate character death with deep storytelling, which those two things are not necessarily related. But, this game seems to have more going on. It's not just like, oh, the people are dying, shit's serious. There's actually things that are happening. Whoa, it's the cute fairies, we found them. Tell me about Heine, or Hein. Is there an actual pronunciation guide for his name? Everybody says Heine so they can make a script or joke in their script about Heine and butts. Okay. Oh no, the monk that was in the party for one dungeon died. Yeah, exactly. Heine. There's only like 2 ways. Oh, look at that thing. I like the amount of things that are moving in the overworld. Reminds me of RPG Maker games, but affectionately. I compared it to Yume Nikki a second ago. I say that with respect. It says red cap, but that shit does not look red to me. Those caps look red to you. But yeah, then you have like Final Fantasy IV that has a bunch of fake out deaths, and it's like that's like just such a memeable thing about that game's story is that only one of them actually sticks. And then they finally kind of got it right with 5 and 6, where you have one of your fucking party members that's been with you for tens of hours up to the point eat shit. And it's great. It's done very well. And then for a lot of people, it culminates with 7, with that game's character death. I didn't really give a shit about Aerith. I mean, I already knew about the Aeris death because everybody fucking knows when I played when I played 7. But even like, I don't know, I knew about the Galoof death when I played 5 for the first time. But it was still like, damn, Galoof was like a way more interesting character than Aeris is. Could hold a regularly scheduled programming. Got that right. Aerith got destroyed with facts and logic. And this big sword I have. Everything's holding up good so far. I did the first mini dungeon. I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to be going right now. Someone probably told me, but I got the boat. Spoilers. Naomi, you already know who that Galoof died in Final Fantasy V. You saw it happen. Aerith got me even knowing. That's fair, I guess. Galoof's death is similar to Tella's, but Galoof is an actually likable character, unlike Tella. Naomi, I'm going to ban you if you keep saying shit like that. Gotta go play Xenogears. Good luck. I want to play that game someday. Okay, so wait, someone said I had to go east, so I guess I'm going east. What do you mean by that? Girl's grandpa dies. Max? Don't piss me off. Oops. Where's the PP command from Nayumi's chat? Can you set up bots to do commands in YouTube chat? I've never seen it be done, but I also don't go to very many YouTube chats. I meant west. Well, there's a town here. I guess I'll just go here while I'm over here. There are demons in the Hubba Bubba roll. Apparently this is a hermit crab, according to this translation. Mods shoot that blue name. Fuck west, south, north, down, or north, south, or wait, whatever. I also only know left, up, right, down. Fuck directions. Hey, I brought your boyfriend. Okay. Okay, so I have to... Okay, I got it. I did give Grandma the elixir. I got all of Cid's stuff, and then I made him jump out of the, out of his house. Final Fantasy III is Star Wars. I'd accept that comparison over the Star Wars comparison to 12. Every Final Fantasy is Star Wars, but you chose the one that didn't have Biggs and Wedge in it. Where's the... Is this the inn? No, the inn is probably the building that has the word inn on it. That makes sense. The look at me like that. Town in the southwest, okay. Because someone in that town, in another town, people are talking about, oh, our people are getting abducted by the people in the desert. So I was looking around the desert, but there was just a big hair, like a Yume Nikki hairball that I couldn't interact with. I like this fish's face. Sorry, I only boarded one bed at the inn. I guess we'll all have to share. Go to the desert then, west. Okay, noted. 2 is pretty Star Wars, despite not having Biggs and Ledge. I don't know, Star Wars isn't... Not like Star Wars was even a unique story when Episode 4 came out. It's just it's a story that it has been told before and will be told far after. Average fanfic writer. Yeah, I would say Max is sleeping on the floor. I'm not even... You can have a pillow. I'm not giving you any of the blankets, though. Star Wars is 7 Samurai. Yeah, that's one of the many comparison points I've heard to it. How do you share one bed with 4 people? Well, it could work if they're very small. Maybe we just mini ourselves, then it would work. I can handle the floor, what I can't is this cold glare. Eric, can I sleep on the bed? Sure. It wasn't your fault that we only have one bed to go around, so I guess you can have it. Your husband has to sleep on the floor, though. Mognet was pure ass. I have heard of that Mognet was quite bad, although I don't actually know what it did. Because the 3D is on Steam, right? And actually now it's on GOG. Is it... What did they do to them for the Mognet stuff in that game? I'm curious. Why is it my fault? I'm just following the party member in front of me. Somebody's got to be the fall guy, alright? Mini up and hop in bed, Pookie. Don't call me that. Reminds me of the memes where they cover themselves with another sofa when not provided a blanket. Look, I understand why people compared 12 to Star Wars, but I really don't think it's, like, that warranted. It's, like, people look at, there's a rebel force and there's, like, an empire, and Balthier is kind of like, he's an endearing character, kind of like Han Solo, like, I don't know. I'm not someone who thinks that 12 is particularly Star Wars. Why is it Naomi bullying Super in voice chat? Who gets the chair that's facing the bed? Which I have no idea what the purpose is for. Oh no. Like, when I played 12 for the first time and actually beat it, I had never heard the comparisons to Star Wars. Like, I did not know that people compared it to Star Wars, and not a single time during playing the game was I like, damn, this shit's like Star Wars. Taking a bath. That's probably a good reason not to be in voice chat then. Yeah, just do that. Unless we want to take this Han Solo comparison to its logical conclusion and say that Fran is supposed to be Chewbacca, which is like, yeah, she's an animal person, but come the fuck on. The comparisons are surface level, but justified. Well, that's the problem, is that they're surface level. It's like, you compare things to Star Wars, and then the thought process just ends there. Like, you can't just, like, people are making these comparisons and then just like, oh yeah, look at fucking, like, what the hell is Pinello supposed to be? Who the fuck is, you can't say, Vaughn is supposed to be Luke Skywalker. He's nothing like Luke Skywalker other than the fact that he's the protagonist. It's Star Wars except Han Solo is the main character? Like, no, it makes no sense. If you have to make the comparisons, you have to do this shit up, like, below the surface level, or else it just seems ridiculous. Oops. Pinello is Finn. Okay, you got me there. You think Han and Chewie didn't get lonely together? The desert and Mediterranean setting and the Banga are obviously Jar Jar Binks-like race. I've never seen a Banga and thought, oh damn, Jar Jar Binks looking ass. Like, that's ridiculous. Is this Fat Fuck Forest? Oh, look. We found a Chocobo. Yay! Wait. Jordan. Look.
Why do you always feel the need to show me that?
Look.
Why do you always show me that? Why?
Because I figured you'd like it.
It is funny. It's funny looking.
Can't tell me that the Banga aren't Jar Jar Binks? I can do that very easily. Why is Desh blue? It's gonna bring up the dumbness of Chewbacca being a Baka and having it in his name till I remember we know someone named Ro-Man. Choco's barber messed up his cut from the front. He's blue because he's sad. Yeah, that is something that someone said, is that Arrow apparently does wind and ice damage. You playing Tactic Advance? Yeah, these reptilian people resemble Jar Jar Binks. There's nothing about how they look or how they act or how they, like, function gameplay-wise that gave me any indication they were supposed to be the fucking... I don't even know. The whole, like... I don't know. It just seems completely absurd to me. All this Star Wars shit about 12 is just completely surface level. I do not see it in any kind of logical way at all. It's like said by people that have only watched some of the cutscenes or watched like Final Fantasy YouTuber tell them, and they just repeat it. I don't understand it at all. Even my cane is pink. Even Naomi's glasses are pink. Even Naomi's hair is pink. Yeah, I can get a sight. I guess I might as well. Exit. What the fuck is wash? I always thought Banga were dogs. I have no idea what they were supposed to be, but just not the... What even is Jar Jar Binks' race? Like, I keep wanting to say the... I don't even know. The Jar Jar Binks people. Wash is the bathing spell. Wash is what you do to your pee-pee. The Gungan, right. The Goongas, that's right. Because Vinny Vinesauce references that. It cures blind. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Wash deals heavy damage to Smash players. Now that's how you make a joke with that name. Plus the way, like, again, with, like, the Banga gameplay thing, they're, like, the heavy physical race. Like, they beat the shit out of you with swords and punch you and stuff, but the Gungans in Star Wars, they don't really have, like, a defined role. Like, some of them skewer you with spears, some of them shoot you, like... They're like Beastmasters. There's no... Again, it's just a surface level thing. Like, oh, this thing kind of looks like Jar Jar Binks. It must be a Star Wars reference. Can Wash 2 finally give me a partner? Derek's setting himself up for a Wash 3. Ugh. Alright, finally got Exit, which is nice. I say finally, as if it hasn't only been like 2 hours. Wait, can I teach you Sight as well? Is Sight a level 3 spell? Oh no, I just only had 2. Good thing I saved a slot for that. That's nice. It depends on what Star Wars means to you. That's also true, I suppose. Does the Sight spell show a 2 FPS globe? Let's find out. I can't use it in here. That implies there's Smash players in-universe. Oh yeah, this is the game where there's too much light, and then they had to get the Dark Warriors. Or the Warriors of Dark, which is an interesting thing to do in the third game in the series. That seems like something subversive that you would expect from like a PS1 game in the series or some shit. Flame mail. Damn, this shit's expensive. Buy a headband, I guess. Oops. Pressing A on 1 and having to scroll all the way back. Guess there's probably... Are Toad and Mini spells still instant kill in this game? I feel like I should still keep stuff. Because I have no idea what I'm going to, like, need when I switch jobs. Bye, Nayume. I bought a World Box and immediately gave penguins full sentience. Now they're building kingdoms. Is that how Club Penguin started? Oh, there's only 7? Oh, okay, so I don't have to worry about... So basically, like, once I find a spell, I might as well teach it to somebody. I don't have to worry about having to delete something, like, or not having room for it, like in Final Fantasy 1. In that case, I might as well teach this as fucking somebody to get it out of my inventory. Not even really sure what I'm doing here. I can't talk to him over the cliff. My god, these designers are geniuses. Insanity. Still can't walk behind trees. They have so much of the walk-through walls technology, but you still can't walk behind trees. Oh, hey. It's, they took... Final Fantasy V took that from this game. That's interesting. Slayer. Oh, that's the red mage sword I got earlier, right? Burning, freezing, killer, and bolt fire ice arrows. I think I could sell something else. I'll sell one of the mithril swords. What am I doing? Am I just supposed to take a chocobo and run around the world with it? I'm on the edge of the continent. That's cool. Might not even realize what that, like, that cliff face is for until you get the airship. It's neat. So this is for... Oh, I can't even use an item here. I guess you can't do it when you have a party member with you. I like that the, when you get the chocobo, the instruments actually kick in. And yes, they did make the chocobo song an actual song in this game and not a 2-second loop. Choco's so bald. Look at him go! Shaking it like nobody's business. I wish I could do that. Don't get close to me, because you'll get slapped with the tail feathers. Tiny desert here. Just notice his head bobs left and right slightly when you're going to the side. Karen walks into the beauty parlor with a picture of the Final Fantasy III chocobo. My god. Alright, I did it. I walked around the whole damn continent. I would love a majestic bird horse that likes to be hugged. I wish chocobos were real. Honestly, I'm with you there. Midget bread. Cool. Thanks. A 200 gil item. Yeah, I think I think they would be much more dangerous than horses. Considering they can, like, horses can kick you, but at least you usually have to be behind them for them to do that, but a chocobo can be looking at you, and then peck you, and boom, you're dead. That's a bit, concerning. Like, Penguin Society is matriarchal. You must be so proud of them. They would never. Talons, also true. Chocobos are really passive. I guess in the game, like, they have like a Choco Cure and Choco Guard and stuff, but some of them can cast fucking meteors. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I wanted to see what the world map looks like. Well, I can't move it. For some reason, the square goes away when I hit the D-pad, but... at least it's fast. Yeah, exactly, Choco Meteor. You're underselling how dangerous horse kicks are. I'm not trying to undersell it. I'm saying that, like, a horse kick can also kill you. But I'm saying that, like, usually a horse can only kick you when you're behind it. Not all the time, but, like, if you're in front of a horse, you're in much less danger. You're still in danger in general, but less danger. But a chocobo, again, it's got a beak and it's got talons. Tactics doesn't count. Okay. Yeah, we lost the rotating globe. Sadness. Chocobo's a fast ostrich. If horses could cast a meteor, it would kill you just as easily. Yeah, but they fucking can't. We're comparing like a real horse with the fictional chocobo. Like, if chocobos were real, I think that they would, like, probably be able to cast meteor because they can do that in the games. If a chocobo can't cast meteor, then what the fuck is it? It's the big bird. I don't give a shit. Have you learned nothing from Uma Musume? You have to ask Jordan about that. I'd rather 1v1 a chocobo than gold ship. Where am I supposed to be going? Am I just dumb? Don't answer that. Apparently zebras kill more zookeepers than lions. That's an interesting statistic. Everyone knows to watch out and be prepared around the lions. Oh yeah, I guess that would make sense. You get unexpectedly violated by a zebra. Violated was like the worst possible word I could have used there. Whatever. Odin rode a horse. Can the horse use Zantetsuken? A better conversation about what spells would Animal cast in the Final Fantasy world. Well, we kind of have some answers for that because of the Animal's command in 5. Like Nightingale has Cura and like Esuna. Dogs could use Quake. Cats would use Arrow. The bees, I think, don't the bees poison? I honestly don't know what like half of them do. The eagle does percent-based damage, so apparently they can cast Gravity. Dogs use Blind. Unicorn is Cure or Cura. I figured they'd be like a raise. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck is going on? Oh, wait, somebody said... Hold on a second. How many vending machines have killed zookeepers? The kick of a horse is nothing compared to the might of a halfway decent knife. It depends, maybe. That cave? Wait, am I dumb? Am I just like... Okay, I have to find a way to get into that cave, okay. Yeah, the Chocobo theme isn't 2 seconds long anymore. You have to sail there, okay. That makes sense. Where did I park my ship? I'm gonna be honest, as soon as I got the Chocobo, I immediately forgot I had a boat. My bad. Chocobo's flipping the fuck out. Hey, Argas Castle. I know you guys said I'm supposed to go into that cave, but I'm here. I'm gonna explore. Round table. Yeah, it sure is. I like this dungeon theme. Very mysterious. Desh, why are you still blue? Remember that Chocobo chick and a guy's afro is actually the key to everything? Don't talk to me about 13. Yeah, considering how much I'm seeing, I figure this place is gonna be like 90% secret doorways. You either need a thief at the top or magic keys to open the doors. Okay. I only play good games. Couldn't be me. Is it really hygienic to drink the water? Well, these kids need all the nutrients they can get. Wait, that's a cross. Can't have that in a Nintendo game. Unless you want minerals or some shit. Does it kill you? No, then it's hygienic. Can't argue with that logic. Okay, hold on a second. Crosses only exist on a PlayStation controller. Alright, hold on a second. Go to the top of the opposite pillar and go down. Ah. Yeah, definitely would not have figured that. Like, is there, like, I have to look for, like, hidden walls in here, too. Because the game is already established there could be hidden... Yeah, there we go. Hidden walls in hidden areas. Paralyzer. What is that? Is that an item or is it a weapon? Okay, I'm gonna assume it's a in-battle item. Maybe casting Wash would help. Is there any more? Any more fucking secret doors? Yeesh. Bill Cosby favorite. Oh no. Don't say that. Status spell that isn't evokers, so it's useless. Well, I can sell it at least. Thank God the inventory in this game isn't as limiting as 2's. That's quite nice. I have been told that Mini and Frog are still insta-kill spells in this game. I'm just gonna... I'll come back to here. I'm just gonna go to this cave for now. I'll be back, because apparently I can't even get anything... Knocker, yeah, okay. Apparently I can't even get anything without a key or a thief anyway, so whatever. Glad the spells aren't being yelled anymore like in 1. Well, this is a fan translation. If this is official, it probably would be yelling everything. Oh yeah, I mean, they're Toad and Mini are insta-kill for the enemies, not for you. I know, I mean, I had to Mini myself to get into those dungeons, so obviously they're not insta-kills. For me, luckily. I think it's the Serpent Sword, or whatever it's called, that I have it. The, slash effect is like a little lightning bolt. It's all jaggedy. It looks cool. And people talk about Geomancers and Vikings as like 2 of the most changed jobs from version to version, and I have no idea what they even do. Like, apparently Geomancer can just kill you in this version. Serpent Sword is Thunder Elemental. That would explain it then. Oh, it's the blind dudes. Desh, why are you still here? Call me Geomancer the way my rock hard. Add another one to the pile for Kevin. Hello. Viking's a knight variant. He gets a bunch of Thunder Element stuff. Why do Vikings get... I assume it's like a mythology thing. Why are Vikings associated with thunder so much? Because the Viking job in Tactics A2 also has a... It can learn the thunder spells. It gets thunder hammers and stuff. Thor. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Just because Thor. Alright, fair enough. Simple answer. Simple answer for a perhaps silly question. I do think the hate on this game is mega overblown. I'm inclined to agree just on principle, but, you know, I guess I'll find out if I feel the same by the time I beat the game. Tower of Owen to the north. Oh, this is why Desh is here. Toad. Okay, I thought I was gonna get like a really cool key, but you just gave me a fucking spell. Why can't Vikings use Zantetsuken? Dude, it was so disappointing that finding out that Zantetsuken in Stranger of Paradise, I thought you would just use it when you do it. I thought that you'd be able to Zantetsuken with whatever your currently equipped weapon is, but no, you pull out like a magic giant katana to do it. Like, I want a Zantetsuken with my fucking axe, man. That would... Don't bum me out like that. Is Toad a white mage spell? Turning yourself into a frog is like a key if you don't think about it. Yeah, I guess everything's a key in this fucking room. Or in this fucking game. Endgame grind is rough. Yeah, I think it's like a straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. Like, people already are kind of... I have no idea what people in Japan thought about this when the game came out originally, but it's like, nowadays, with games like 5 out, I can see why people would be down on the game for the job, like, basically forcing you to use certain jobs at certain points. Oops. But, oh, I don't know. I guess, like, what I'm saying is that, it's like straw that broke the camel's back, where you get done with all the... You do an entire game of basically being forced to use certain jobs for certain points in the game, and then you get to the Crystal Tower, which is just a nightmare. So it's like, okay, I'm just throwing my hands up, this game sucks. Checking every wall is gonna suck pee-pee. It could be worse, it could be like, I could be pressing A on every single part of the wall. At least all I have to do is just left down, left down, left down, right down, right down, you know. It still sucks, but whatever. The rods are bugged, they don't boost elements. I figure they wouldn't do that. I mean, are they supposed to? I just kind of assumed that they wouldn't just because they didn't have the idea of doing that. I'm still giving them to this guy. Oh, it actually says fire power up. Okay, never mind. It is definitely supposed to be doing that. Well, that's unfortunate that it doesn't work, but whatever. Only the ultimate wand works. Stockholm Syndrome Crystal Tower grind while enjoying the bop. Okay, wait a minute. What is... So Toad is white magic in this game? Sure is. And yeah, the party composition being this... Whoa! Soul Calibur. Party composition being pretty homogenous at the end for most people playing this game. 3D Remake replaces them with infinitely more useful elemental staves that act as infinite use of level 1 spells. That's pretty cool, and much more interesting. I want to get a few levels for the next boss. Noted. Dumb enemies are only using half a shield. What's perspective? Fuck 'em. Yeah, I have been told that HP growth is weird in this game. Max making enemies of all lizards everywhere. Got budget cuts. So sad. They kind of look like they have an 8-pack in the sprite to me. Can't believe you're slaughtering the Banga. Don't you mean the Gungans? Apparently. Okay, I'm actually going to stop streaming now. I have to go to work in like an hour and a half, but I have a couple other things I want to do. I think I made decent progress, though. I did a couple dungeons, I fought a single boss, which is just a fucking rat. guess I shall heal up. Fuck it. Yeah, thanks for coming out. Wasn't a super long one. See you later. Eat a wash 3. Noted.